recording. It's been a long time. Hi, my name is Marilisa, and it's been a long time since I have vlogged, and this is a new channel. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, so I'm gonna live dangerously this couple of days. So what I'm doing right now, if you don't know, I am a knitter and I love to sew. I've been sewing since I'm 5 and 49, and I love to cook and I love to go thrifting, and sometimes I combine all of those together. And this week I am by myself. My husband is away on a trip, and I have a couple of projects around the house that I want to show you guys. I am right now mending a dress, and then I am working on a shirt pattern. I am working on a self-drafted pattern as well, very simple, and then I am about to cut another shirt. So I have a couple of projects running around. Oh, and then I am also finishing some napkins. I started these napkins, I think it was like in December or something like that, and I totally forgot about them until my husband made a comment about my Christmas napkin. So I was just like, oh, I think I have some, so I'm working on those. So a couple of projects I'm working on at the same time, and the first one I'm going to show you guys is this dress that I got Alter the State. I never shopped there, and it's a kind of like really young kind of, you know, aesthetic, but I saw this dress which was like really discounted. It's $28, and I didn't try it on because the line, there were so many people in that store. I think this was Saturday, and I couldn't make it. I just couldn't wait in line for, I don't know, probably 30 minutes to try something on. So they had the large and the extra large, and I decided to get the extra large because whenever I place the dress over my hips, I am quite hippie. It was a little too tight, the large, so I knew that if I got the extra large it was going to be too big. Sure enough, I got it, and the straps were so big that it didn't even cover my breast. It was like hanging. Side-wise I can go in a little, but I think if I fix the straps, I think it's gonna be okay. So I am now fixing the straps. I went ahead and I took one out and took the elastic away. The elastic was sewn at the same time that this was, you know, everything is like together. So I went ahead and I detached the elastic from the fold over and finish sleeve, and then I did a channel a little bit bigger than what we have right now, and I went ahead and weave in, or got in there, 1/4 of an inch elastic, and then I reattach it. And I didn't cut the sleeve at all. I just went ahead and made sure that the elastic was tighter. So that's what I'm doing right now. So that's project number 1. Project number 2 is this fern shirt by Seamwork. I have that subscription. I've been subscribed to this membership, I think, since 2018. So I've been grandfathered. I don't know, I paid the initial price because I was one of the first, and I have kept it. This time around it came with a raglan pattern, and I had this eyelet that I wanted to use. I don't know if I'm going to keep it this color or I'm going to dye it. Probably I will dye it, I don't know, but I wanted it to start, you know, getting stuff out of my fabric closet, which probably one day I'll show you guys, if you have not seen my other channel that I have shown that in length. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish this. What I have to do is pretty much just finish the sleeves. I'm gonna add a binding to it, and then I will do the hem, and then the buttonholes. The button band is already done and everything, it's ready to go. So project number 3 is I found this fabric. It does, I don't know if it was like a sheet or it was a curtain or whatever, but it has a Japanese scene in here, and if you see right now I just have like the bottom of it. So I don't know what happened to the top. They roughly cut it. Probably the top was damaged or something like that. And I think I'm going to be able to cut an Ashton top out of this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cut the sleeves. I wanted to do the Ashton top by Helen Closet expansion with the sleeves. So I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to test if I can go ahead and cut the sleeves and, you know, have a cute little short shirt. And besides that, I got, let me show you. Besides that, I grabbed this fabric by Mood Fabrics. I got a yard and a half. I went ahead and I washed it and it's ready to go. So I wanted to do a Gani dupe, pretty much that, you know, open shirt with the ties. But instead of doing the ties, I want to do snaps. So snap it and then probably up to here, have it short and then very poofy sleeves. I don't know if I want to do the peplum or not. That is why I have not cut this one, but I self-drafted this pattern, which pretty much, I mean, it's kind of like the Ashton top, pretty much kind of like the same measurements. I just drafted it and then I just consulted on other patterns to see. But the sleeves I did self-draft. Pretty much I went ahead and I grabbed the silhouette of a sleeve and then I cut it in chunks and I made it really big. So I want to have really poofy and beautiful sleeves. So that is what I'm gonna use with this fabric. So that's project what, 3 or 4? 4. And then I want to finish my napkins. So again, if you follow me from another channel, I have taught you guys how to do this so many times, but if you want, I can do probably a summer set. So these are for spring. My husband loved it. He grabbed the napkins. I made like a couple already and he goes like, are these new, right? And I'm just like, yes. And then he had his mouth was full of like ricotta cheese and he just like you know, wipe his mouth, which I mean that's what these are for. And I was like, oh, there they go. There they go. Anyway, so that is my project, well, the projects that I want to work on this week. I'm going to take you guys along, and then throughout I'm going to take you guys through my journaling and my cooking and the whole thing. So it's going to be fun. I hope you still here. It's been a long intro. Let's get working. So it's almost 5 p.m. and I am starving. So I was able to finish the other strap of this dress, and I am ready to actually, you know, this is ready to go. The other thing that I finished was the fern white shirt that I did the cuffs. I went ahead and I attached them by hand, and then I did like a decorative, you know, I don't know, I just prefer to go and do the entire hem than do the base stitch. I hate base stitch for some reason. It makes no sense, right? I prefer to just go ahead and just do like a easy, wide, simple, you know, stitch. Anyway, I finished it up. I did the hem. The whole thing is ready to go. I was debating if I wanted to keep it white or if I wanted it to dye it, and I think I want to dye it like a navy blue. I don't own anything navy blue, or I own anything kind of like mustardy. So tomorrow I need to go and get some dye and dye it before I do the buttonholes, and because I want to do the fray check, and if you do the fray check then it kind of never dye well, so that will be done first, and then I will just go ahead and use a navy blue thread for the buttonholes, but that's ready to go. So I think that's it for today. I have to actually go ahead and to do the updates on the fern you know, project page. I love to you know, document all my makes, and I usually use a book or a journal per year, but this time around I just went ahead and I just did like a spread for 2025, and I have done more projects in 2025 so far than the entire 2024, so it makes no sense. I know, but I'm going to go take this with me to the kitchen, and while I cook I'm going to be updating this, so if I don't come back and work a little bit more, then I'll see you guys tomorrow for more crafting. It's 6:40 and I still have a little time to burn, so I'm gonna go ahead and watch a video, and I'm gonna finish this project. I have 16 napkins to go, and I will do a zigzag. These are reversible, and I just have to close that gap, so I will, you know, to prevent them to move around, I will do a zigzag all around and then close that gap. So let's do that before I go to bed. Okay, that took me 30 minutes. I had 16 napkins to go, and I just do a zigzag. I don't take my napkins seriously. We use them for like for everything. Like we use it like it's that paper. And what I do, I just have a basket in my laundry room, and I place them there after I let them dry if they were, you know, wet for some reason. And then I wash my bar towels, my microfiber towels, and the napkins together every week in like a sanitizing fluid. So okay, now for real, I am done with my day. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna migrate a couple of pictures that I took of the napkins, and then a couple of pictures that I did get today, and I'm gonna add them to my junk journal. So this is the entrance for today. I went to Home Depot and I got some wood for a project that I have tomorrow, early tomorrow, before the sun start hitting the area that I'm gonna be cutting wood at. And then besides that, I have to also finish the entry for the napkins. Probably I will not do that for the napkins because I do them every single time, and I don't think I have extra pieces of fabric to add. So yeah, let's just do both of the entries that I have to do on my journals and then call it a night and go to bed early and read. Good morning. Okay, it's Wednesday and it's almost a.m. I have to exercise today. It's non-negotiable whatsoever. Last night before I went to bed, I went ahead and I cut the Ashton top with the sleeve expansion, and I was able to get all the pieces except for the bias binding, which is gonna be okay. But I even got the hem facing the whole thing, and right at the end there was like a rip right here, and I had to lower the front panel a little bit compared to the other one because I didn't want to have that rip right at the middle. But I was able to take, you know, the entire scene in both back and front pages, or front pages, back and front pieces. So I'm super excited. I'm gonna go ahead and find thread. That's all. The only thing that I think I need is thread. Let me show you my thread. Okay, so here is, I think you guys have seen this side of the room, but this is a vintage little cabinet that I was able to you know, store, like hang in the wall. And here I am able to rainbow it out or group it by color. So I think there's a little bit of contenders, so I think that is not it. I don't want to be too precise. I think this is the one. This is color 505 from Gooderman, and I don't know if I have enough. Can you see it? Hold on. No, it's camera is something. Anyway, I think I will have enough. I don't know. It looks like I'm not gonna have enough. So I need to go to Hobby Lobby anyway. I'm gonna take this piece of fabric and then find the perfect match, because I can, hold on, I can do this one, which is from Hobby Lobby as well. I feel like this one, it will not show that much, but yeah, it's more wheat than the ecru, so I think this will not work. Okay, off to the store today. I am back home and I am heating the water to dye the shirt, and then I grabbed these two colors from Hobby Lobby. They were 99 cents and they are in the color 1384, and it's kind of similar. Couldn't find the exact same color, but it will do. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, pull the instructions for this top, and then start with the sewing while the water heat and the whole thing. I am done doing errands and I'm hot. Anyway, let's go. I feel this is like the sweetest thing, and I am so glad that I was able to take something that was this church. I think these were probably curtains or something like that, and I was able to make it something wearable. Now I am thinking, because I only have this extra, and if you see I have a skinny piece here, and I thought I could probably do you know, 2 ties or a long piece that I can attach to here, and I can tie and then have, you know, kind of like a bow, or I don't know if that will be too much. Maybe it's too much, but I don't want to, or maybe I do a scrunchie with this. I don't know. I just want to use it, but I'm gonna go ahead and check the shirt that is dyeing and see. I think it's been an hour, so let's check. So I washed this and I have not dried it. I'm just gonna let it just hang. As expected, the thread, it didn't catch, you know, it didn't dyed, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't look 100%. You see here, it looks weird, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. However, I am going to unpick that stitch and then the bottom one, because number one, I did finish it by hand, and then I did that stitch just to make it decorative. I don't need it. And then the same here, and then I can do the same, you know, with the bottom. I just need to just swap it to the navy blue or this blue, but way better than white, I think. Let me place it here. I think it's, yeah, definitely better than one. I feel like it's a little too small for me. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Then tomorrow I press it. Then I attach the sleeves to this top. This looks so big. I put it on. It was like too tight for me. So anyway, super cute on. I am about to do the facing for the hem and call it a night, because it's 7:48. So I'm just gonna go ahead and probably just attach that, and I'll finish tomorrow. But so much progress. Not that much progress, but some progress today. I have definitely check some things from a couple boxes. Anyway, okay, let's do the hem and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. So right now I am finishing the basing of the hem and I love this method. Everything looks so put together. Let me show you. You see? Everything looks so crisp and good. Anyway, let's keep on going. It's Thursday and I am working outside on that little console table that I want to do. So I think sewing will be for after I finish my task for today, which is 1, do all the cuts, done, and then 2 is do all the pocket holes for the table. So do all the cuts for the table. Sorry. Task number 1 was doing all the cuts and task number 2 is doing all the pocket holes. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the TV on my garage, the air fan on, because I'm dying. And then I'm gonna sit on the floor and I'm gonna do all those cuts and see if I can start with the frame. Whenever it gets too hot, then I will go inside and I will be working on my sewing. And then I'll be here. It's been what? Okay, it's been a couple, like 30 minutes. I had my lunch, late lunch, 2:30, almost 3 p.m. And then, oh my gosh, I thought about showering, but if I shower, I'm not gonna do any, I should shower. I should just go ahead and shower. And then I do like a little kaftan, right? I'm not gonna do my hair. I will do my hair tomorrow after I exercise and work a little bit on the back. Yeah, I'm just gonna shower. Hold on, I'll be back. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, shower. Don't have a bra. Doesn't matter. I have this kaftan that I got at where I got it. Look, it has a pocket. The other side has a pocket. No, just one pocket. Ooh. Okay. Anyway, so I got this through Walmart, and I do have a pattern, a kaftan pattern by Classic Core Patterns, and one from Vogue. We probably need more just to, you know, wear outside of the home, like a dress. That would be cute. I have some linens, we can do that, but we can do that for another vlog. Anyway, so let's see what I need to do this vlog. So I have to do the buttonholes on the fern, the shirt. Hold on. So I have to do the buttonholes on this thing. It didn't grab the color, but it looks kind of vintagey. I like it a lot, actually. I thought it was not going to be it, but I love it. What is bothering me now is that thread that I use, and I don't need actually, but I want to go ahead and unpick all that. I did also hand stitch this, so then I went ahead and I did one in the machine just for good measure. This one is definitely just the only stitch that I have, you know, like the hem. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and unpick all that and change. Do I have a navy blue? I don't think I have an, don't tell me I don't have an navy blue. Hold on, let's check together. Let's check together. Okay, so I don't have a navy blue. Can you? Gosh, I don't have navy blue, and I am not getting ready. Tomorrow I have to do some errands, so I'm gonna leave this for tomorrow. Then I have to get a navy blue thread, and that will be it. I cannot imagine I have no navy blue thread. Weird. Okay, so if that is the case, then the only thing that I have to do is the self-drafted pattern. So where is it? It's right here. Hold on. So I already drafted the sleeve, which pretty much I took, and I probably need to lower this a little bit. So I drafted that, and I drafted the front and the back, and I feel like I need more space here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just fix this, and then add some length to it. This is if I wanted to do like a peplum, kind of like the Ghani dupe. I think I'm like so late for that, but I think I want one. I'm gonna put here what I want to do. Actually, I want to mimic this with that, with this one. I don't have a mess. So I want to mimic this with this fabric. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on the pattern a little bit, and then it will be cutting. I want to cut today and start working on this thing, because I've been trying to draft this pattern for so long. And drafting, I mean, it's just a regular shirt. It's not that, you know, difficult. Okay, or I think. And I went ahead and I cut a shirt. So I went ahead and I cut this fabric up, and I don't have enough for the peplum, and I totally forgot about the peplum. So I may go ahead also take this and maybe like a bandana, right? It will be cute, like a bandana underneath, or like for a peplum, and then the ties. I can do that. Yeah, because I bought this to make something else, and the sleeves took a lot of fabric. Okay, so let me start the drafting. Oh, feels so good showering. I did legs yesterday, and my glutes are screaming. Anyway, okay, let's draft. So I changed the top, and especially the sleeve, kind of like, you know, width, pretty much shoulder, the shoulder width. And I was about to cut into this thing, and I cannot. So I know this one for sure. It's very similar, so I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use my drafted sleeve, which I need to do a little bit of moving around, but I cannot I cannot cut into this fabric with a pattern that it may or may not work. So I'm gonna do another Ashton top. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to cut the back how it's supposed to, and then the front I'm gonna add a little bit, I think like ½ an inch, for me to add a bias binding, and I want it to, well, maybe like an inch, because I want it to snap in the front. So it's gonna be like 3 snaps, and that's it. So that will, the overlapping will be like an inch. So an inch to the front, instead of cutting in the in the fold, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna add an inch, just so I can, you know, close it with the big sleeves. Let me show you. These are the sleeves. Very big. And I thought about about making them a little bit shorter. Yeah, this fabric, it was not expensive. I think I paid like $24 plus the shipping, like $30, but I don't want to waste more money. So let's cut it. necesitas ir al baño. Tienes que ir potty. The thing that I totally forgot to take in consideration was the front neck. I wanted it to be a little bit higher, but I think it's gonna be okay, right? I hope so. Anyway, I did stabilize the neck on both fronts and the back piece, and I'm gonna go ahead and whip this up. This whips really fast, so it's pretty much just do the bust dart, then sides and shoulders, and then add the sleeve, and that'll be probably it. So that's it. So I finish sleeve 1, and it looks so good. I'm so excited. I wanted something really poofy and really big and with some drape. I want maybe to add a little bit of tulle for this part, but I may go ahead and just leave it like that. I don't want it to be too stiff, and I guess the fabric is just so drapey. Anyway, this is a cotton and linen blend from Mood, and it's a printed fabric, and I am in love. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish that, do the other sleeve, and I may go ahead and just wait until I get the binding. Maybe have some. Anyway, until I get the binding to finish all the, I don't know, maybe I do a binding, because I can do a neck. I think just by spreading is gonna be easier. I don't know, it feels unfinished. So this is like I need to change that lamp. I think it's just the the little, what is it, springs, that they are too loose or something, because it never wants to do what I want it to do, especially the middle one. So it doesn't have anything to change it. You see, it's just like hanging. So it's right by the viewfinder, or the little camera. Okay, so I love this thing, and I never use it. I asked for it, I think, for one of my birthdays, and I need to have it probably near here, so I use it more often, because, you know, it's a different vibe. I do have this rocket, the printer rocket, SP rocket, and I can print 2x3s, and those are cute. Let me show you one. So here you go. This is the size. So I sometimes go ahead and make a little collage with Canva, and then Can you see me? Okay. So sometimes you can do a collage with Canva, and this is exactly what I did. I think I took a couple pictures, and this is from the reel that I added to my Instagram. And then I do have a collage that I have to print for yesterday's day, and then this is today. And I want to like switch back and forth, you know. Some days I want to do this, and then some days I want to do just a little printer. I know, I think these are more expensive, but one is in a blue moon, right? So I took 2 of the top because I want to start the page for this top, and I'm going to just do Ashton, I don't know. I don't want to put self-drafted because I didn't draft it, right? But I took a little piece of the fabric with the brand and the fabric content. I'm going to place it here and then do like a pretty paper. If you have never seen it, I think I showed you guys the other day, but I like to, you know, always add. Yeah, I did show you guys. So I love to add a little piece of the fabric, and you know, and do my notes, stuff like that, just to make it super cute, right? And cool. Look back into it. So yeah, I've done so many projects, I've been losing track of it, and I cannot, because I know last year my sewing was non-existent at all. It was so bad. It was so bad. I had big goals for it, and I never ever even achieve anything. I think I did like a couple tops, and that's it. And this is the time that I get really active, but since the beginning of the year, I've been quite active. I want to have like a one project at least a week, so I can, you know, move with that. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and end up today's day. I'm going to take this with me. I'm going to cook my dinner, and then I will write how was my day. I had such a great day today. I'm so tired, it's so much, and I feel quite accomplished, so that's great. I think that's why I always want to have something, you know. Even when I worked, I always had like a little project here and there. I used to do a lot of scrapbooking, so I had something that I can like take my mind out of it. And you know, I am super glad of today's day, and that I whip that quite fast. So my mom gave me the option, or she thought that I should do like gold buttons on that top. I don't know, I'm thinking I don't know if I'm going to do the snaps that you cannot see, or the buttons. We'll see. If I do the buttons, I have to do the button band, the whole thing, which is not going to be that bad. I still have a little bit of fabric, but maybe I go ahead and I don't think I can get button band and the neck band. That would be perfect. Anyway, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. How's everybody? It's Friday. I have an 11 a.m. and 7:30. I just woke up, took the kids out, and I couldn't sleep. I was worried about my shirt, and I thought, what about if I can make a little, you know, like neck facing with a button band. Let's see if I can squeeze that out of the fabric that I have left. Maybe not, but I'm gonna take the measurements before I go on with my day, because if not, I'm not gonna think of anything else. If I can squeeze a back neck facing, front, and a button band out of this fabric, I'm not going to go and get that bias binding to get, or to the hem. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a roll hem. Okay, let me see if I can get something out of whatever I have left. I have some left. I have quite a lot left. Well, let me not get excited. It's not you know, grain wise, it's cross grain, but I think let's see. A good press. I did the understitch, and look, it was a little bit longer, but I think I nailed it. So I thought about doing, you know, like press it down, or but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the buttonholes, and I think the buttonholes will hold it, the button band, and then whenever I do the actual buttons, so it will hold the other side. So I thought, what about blue? That's too much. What about these? I don't think they pop. But I found a bunch of these, and instead of I wanted them bigger. I wanted them like this big, but I only have 2, if I'm not mistaken, of these. Look at my box of these are all thrifted, and I guess I just got one of those flat ones because I cannot for the life of me find more. Look at this orange. They all look quite fun, right? My mom wanted some red, but I can. Ooh, look at this. Hold on. Oh, IMG, they are like orange. Oh, I don't know. I don't know now. Cause these ones I paid, look, 50 cents for 5. I think I'm just gonna go call my mom and ask, because she's like the ultimate button pair. Because I never, I don't know. They look kind of cool. I'm gonna scratch that. Now I'm gonna call my mom because she's gonna say for sure. I feel like these are cute and fun, but this one looks quite elevated, and I have enough. So I have, I think, like 8, and I bought them in a couple of sizes. I think I paid probably like like $1.50 for each. Yeah, I don't think I paid more than $1, so I think that for sure looks quite nice. Okay, it will scratch that. I found 4 buttons that I got for 40 cents, and I think I'm gonna use these because these I have a couple more packages, and I didn't want to, you know, I prefer to use these 4 then use 4 and then have 2 random. So okay, now for sure these are the ones, and these are bigger, just a tad bigger, and I'm gonna use the 4. I think I'm gonna, instead of having them super, you know, all the way to the bottom, I'm just going to have like 4 near each other. So 1 2 3 and 4, and then leave the, you know, the hem loose. Okay, decision made. Time to do this, the buttonholes. Good morning. It's Saturday. I was supposed to be done with this video yesterday, and I'm almost done. I only have to do the buttonholes on the blue shirt and I'll be done. I was able to do the buttonholes on this one, and I need to do the fray check before I open them up, and I decided on those buttons. So yeah, I'm ready to go. I have been a little, you know, lacking or not doing my best time because I'm doing the back porch little wood project that I'm doing, and that's exactly what I am dressed for today. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the 2 shelves that I have to do today. And then what else I have to do today? It's 2 shelves, or the 2 shelves, and I want to do like a scallop edge on it so it looks really cute. So see if I can do that. I think I have like 1/4 inch plywood up on the attic, so I don't have to invest in any of that. So if I go ahead and do that, I'll show you guys. Can I show you guys a finished product? I'm almost done. I just have those 2 shelves to do, and then it will be sanding and the whole thing and finishing. But I think I'm gonna do that probably next week, because the sanding takes a lot of time. It's not a lot of sanding, but it's sanding, and it's the whole thing. I should have done it before, but I don't know. I want to caulk all the edges so it looks nice, so I need to caulk. I need to finish, then caulk it, and then do the sanding, and then the finishing, and then I have to seal it because I use pine, and for the outdoor it's not good. It's not gonna be wet, getting wet a lot, but I want it to last. So we need to, there's a lot of steps, actually a lot of steps. Just taking all the white thread, can you see, out. It's everywhere, it's like everywhere. And I went ahead and I did the passing with the new color. Now I'm going to mark the button to start where the buttons are going to be. So on the button band side, or buttonhole side, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the buttons, or buttonholes. And this one I did out of the fresh check, you guys saw that, and I'm ready to mark and attach. I want to use this tomorrow, so I want to have it at least finished today. How is everybody doing? Okay, I am going to see if I can find some buttons. I need 8 buttons that are 1/2 inch. So let's look together. Okay, so let's see. So 8 is quite a big number, and it's specific that it has to be what are the odds? Let's see. Are these 7 inch? Let's check. Let's check together. Can you see those? So those are indeed, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, just 6. Okay, let's open this up. Okay, let's do it again. 1, 2. Is it the same? I don't know if it's the same. Okay, let's go again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's open this up. This makes no sense. Those are cute. 1, 2. And they're like, this says here that they are vintage china. How darling, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, these are heavy. 1 more. 8. They don't look the same size though. Hold on, there's 1 more. Okay, that's it. Do we like it? I think they're really cute. Can you see those? I think that will be such a cute look. I think these are the winners. Hello, how is everybody doing? It's the last day of this vlog. I guarantee you it's gonna be this one. Right now I'm opening buttonholes, and I have that special thing to open them, and I broke it because I thought it needed a lot of force and actually didn't. So I'm using this, which I'm trying my best to be as careful as possible because I don't want to cut myself. But this is going to be the last task. It's going to be adding the buttons and then call it a day. It's going to be the end of the vlog. It took me 7 days. I did actually wore the $2 Ashton top with the sleeve suspension yesterday for church during the entire day. I used it during the entire day, and I loved it. I think I don't know the fabric content because you guys know was a thrifted find, but I think it's a little polyestery because we went after to the town that I live by. They had like a festival, and I almost ripped the shirt off. I was sweating profusely, and it was not funny. It was something. Anyway, so with that said, we'll see. That was a fun. It was really comfortable. The only thing is that it was not, 90-degree weather outside in the sun kind of shirt, which is totally fine. But yeah, that's that. Regrets so far, I have one with the shirt that I cut with the animal print. After I attached the buttons and I hang the whole thing, I noticed that I didn't interface that top at all, and I should have interface. I think it will have helped tremendously because now the buttons are hanging, and yeah, that's my only regret. But that's and then a couple of minor things, because I did add the placket. I should have lifted a little bit the neckband where it overlap, because right now it's like this, and I feel like it needed to be crisp. So that's one thing that I want to change from it. And then I also want to lift the neck completely, probably like an inch or two, and then I need to interface that facing. But besides that, I love it. And then I may go ahead and do a band instead of an elastic, do a band or do a thicker elastic, because I think that 3/8 was a little bit too thin for me. But now I open all the buttonholes now, and I'm going to add the buttons. I did the button test, and oh my gosh, I love the white button. So that's it. I'm going to show you guys my last clip with the last project, and I see you in the next. Bye. if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I have shared over there that my serger, which my mother-in-law gifted me in 2020, I believe, for Mother's Day, or I think it was my birthday, I don't know, but I think I tried to sew and I missed a pin and it got all messed up, but oh my god, it's back and it's ready to go. I'm so excited. I do own this one. This is my spare one, but I think like this one is more compact and is a little bit more quiet. It was this one so loud. Anyway, back to it's home and I'm ready to start or use it through my projects. So I am back home and I am done with this top. It's so good. It's so pretty. I love the buttons actually, and yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and place just gonna go ahead and put it on a hanger. I know I usually show you guys my makes, but this time around I'm just going to show you guys like that. Anyway, so 5 projects done. My putting bench is almost ready to go. I have a couple steps to go, but besides that, it's been a fun video, fun vlog, and I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I will probably come back soon with some other projects. I got some new pattern or vintage patterns. Maybe I do 1 or 2. Anyway, that's it for me. Until then, take care. Bye.